Well, it is time to get out your calendar and fill it with new food and drink experiences, or perhaps get ready for some of your old favorites. Foodie Johanna Kramer is here to let us know what we can look forward to over the next few weeks. And Straw Valley Cafe is opening a new beer garden.
Beer garden. It's opening up this Friday and Saturday night. It's just a soft opening, but they're going to offer sort of a light menu and about 8 different draft beers, and slowly expand the menu and the beer selection over the next several months.
Well, we certainly know their food is good.
So
the beer, I'm sure, will be great as well. Okay, Little Hen, what are they doing?
So Little Hen has partnered with Western Wake Farmers Market to showcase the vendors and the vendors that they have at the market by doing a dinner at the restaurant. And so the vendors will be on hand. You have Crude Bitters, Muddy Dog Coffee Company, Hillsborough Cheese Company, a couple of the different farms. And then Chef is just going to create a menu based on the products and produce that he can get at the farmers market.
That's incredible. We have made a visit to Little Hen and had the food there. It's so good. It is truly farm to fork.
Yes.
Okay, Hoedown at Raleigh City Farm, and this coincides with Farm Aid, right?
It does, yes, and it's a chance to celebrate all the farmers around the area by eating really good food and listening to great music, having some fun drinks, and then they're actually doing they're serving gumbos. So Fiction Kitchen, 18 Seaboard, and Gravy are all producing like really nice gumbos made with local food.
Very good, love that. Edible South book launch.
This is really great. This is Marcy Ferris Cohen's new book, and it celebrates Southern food through history and tradition.
That's nice.
And how it shaped our South. You know, whether you're white, you're black, you're Native American, or any other type of, culture. It's just that through food, she describes the history of the South.
Very good. Okay, the Apex Jazz and Music Festival. This is an adults-only affair. I love that.
Exactly.
We need some things to do where we can just enjoy it with other adults.
Exactly, and it will draw just a huge crowd to downtown Apex with just hundreds of jazz musicians, really good music, fantastic food, and then of course there's going to be a beer and wine garden.
Okay, always a beer and wine garden. Speaking of beer, Beercana?
Yeah, Beercana.
Okay.
Local beer from across our state, regionally, nationally, 50+ beers, and food trucks. So again, beer and food. I think we're all going to be drunk and full by the end of October.
There's a theme I'm hearing here. I mean, beer, we know it's big, especially craft beer here, but it seems like it's growing. Seems like we're talking about this all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. Okay, Terra Vita. I've yet to make it to Terra Vita, and I'm just so upset about that.
It is the must-attend event, food event in the Triangle, and it's a 3 days prior to the grand tasting. There's several events, but really it culminates with the grand tasting on the Saturday, and it's 45+ restaurants plus 100 sustainable produced drink purveyors, whether it be coffee, spirits, beers, wines. And I mean, again, you eat and drink all day, but you get to meet all these farmers and meet all the chefs.
Yeah, and it's incredible food from what I've heard.
It's absolutely fantastic. I've never missed one.
Okay.
So you have to go.
I'm going to figure it out. Okay, World Beer Festival.
Well, back to beer. So this is a chance to get out and sample over 250 beers all in one day. There's 2 sessions. There's an afternoon session and an evening session. There's lots of food concessions. There's also the Art of Beer that's part of it, where they showcase beer and food pairings. So we've got restaurants coming out for that.
Nice. You also get an education about this in addition to consumption.
Exactly. They do beer education.
Okay, the Bull City Race Fest and Food Truck Rodeo. I went to this last year because a girlfriend of mine was in the race, so it was really fun. Well,
and it's great because you can go out if you're just a runner and want to do it yourself and do a half marathon, great. But if you're a family and want to do a 1 mile with your family, you can do that too. And the best part is that you get to be rewarded at the end of it with more beer and food. So food trucks and beer.
We've got some things going on. I love a fair with food trucks and beer around here.
Exactly.
Okay, Johanna, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.